What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Shout out to everybody tuning in. I want to talk about 50 Cent, and I want to talk about him posting about who he believes is victim number 2. Lead us how the order that it goes in. Who testified in Diddy's trial and admitted to some things. And the reason why 50 Cent has interest in this is because apparently the particular woman who testified is his baby's mother, Daphne Joy. Now, Daphne Joy is an interesting person. They have a child together. They had a brief relationship before the child was born. Daphne Joy actually has dated another celebrity. She dated Jason Derulo after this relationship folded. And also she ended up getting in some sort of paid situationship with Diddy. And people feel like that is why 50 Cent has been so invested in Diddy. I think it goes a little deeper than that. I think 50 has always clowned Diddy. He's always clowned him. Now, not to say that this doesn't give him the reason to go harder at him, but it could be. Now, Daphne is an interesting person because reportedly she basically admitted that she was paid by Diddy to be his concubine, basically. And the interesting thing is with her is that now that she's admitting not only was she paid to deal with Diddy, Diddy also paid her bills and had her engage in their own freakoffs. Now, the interesting thing about all of this is that she was not forced to do anything. Unlike Cassie, who claimed she was forced to do everything. Diddy ultimately told her, if you don't want to participate in the freakoffs, you can leave, but I'm not going to be paying your bills anymore. So she decided to continue what started off as sort of like a paid friend with benefits, right? Situationship where she would fly out to be with him, but knowing Diddy's appetite in the bedroom, things changed. According to her in her testimony, things changed to where Diddy wanted more, and then he got her started into having relations with other men. I've said this for a long time. These females are for sale. Okay, they are for sale, man. Listen, the fact that she put out a post, right? Because she put out a post trying to deny that she was a paid worker. She tried to claim that 50 Cent did what Diddy's accused of doing. Now, this was right when Diddy got like really in trouble last year. She tried to claim that 50 Cent was the one who was abusing her. And 50 Cent, I believe 50 Cent sued her, right? He sued her. I believe he may have dropped the suit. But that's not something he's going to forget, because he's had to sue people before he felt like was defaming his character. And he's been making fun of her as a paid worker ever since, right? So she testifies that she spent these days with them. She got like $10,000 and then proceeded to get that, I think, every month. And Diddy was paying her bills as long as she decided to participate in these freakoffs. Why they have her listed as a victim is beyond me. This woman, everything that this woman did was consensual. Diddy did not force her. Did he use his money to keep her doing these things? Yeah, but a lot of rich men do that. Diddy's not the only rich man who uses his money to coerce relations out of women, but none of it was forced. And 50 Cent is making fun of her for this. As a matter of fact, let's get into this article here. As you can see, 50 Cent fuels rumors his baby mama is Diddy's Jane Doe with cryptic post. 50 Cent posted a cryptic photo with his son, with the speculation grew that his ex was the anonymous Jane Doe testifying against Diddy. 50 Cent rushed to Instagram Thursday after speculation swirled that his ex, Daphne Joy, may be the anonymous Jane Doe who testified against Sean Diddy Combs in his ongoing federal criminal case. The rapper turned mogul posted a photo holding his son with Joy, captioning simply, "What the F?" The timing of this post, just hours after Jane took the stand, sent social media into overdrive. Many interpret it as a reaction to the possibility that Joy was the woman describing disturbing allegations against Diddy. On Thursday, the woman identified in court only as Jane became the third alleged victim, well, victim number 3, I guess, to testify against Sean Diddy Combs. She told jurors she began dating Combs back in 2021. Jane also testified that before dating Combs, she had been involved with a man who had a tense history with them, which we all know is Sean Diddy Combs. Sean Diddy Combs, we all know is Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. The detail that led many to assume she was referring to 50 Cent, who has a long-standing feud with Diddy. Jane described being flown to Miami regularly, receiving gifts and cash, and being asked to wear lingerie. She said Combs gave her $10,000 during a trip to Turks and Caicos and the Bahamas. But the relationship, she said, took a dark turn during what Combs called their first freak-off or hotel night. Jane testified that Combs arranged for her to have relations with a male escort while he watched and played with himself. She said she initially felt excited, but later realized the experience opened a Pandora's box. So she was excited, according to her own words. She's not being forced. This is not something she hated. She said she initially felt excited. What are we doing here, people? But anyway, let's go. According to Jane, that night set the tone for the rest of their relationship, which she said became dominated by drug-fueled group relation sessions that Combs orchestrated and sometimes filmed. She said she felt compelled to participate because of her financial dependence on him. Prosecutors allege Combs used lies, drugs, threats, and violence to force and coerce Jane and others into acts. That man did not force you to do nothing. That money did. And also, according to her, she was using drugs. What are we doing here? Listen, how long this trial has been going on, we still ain't got to the trafficking. We still ain't got to that. So he's paying escorts. A lot of your rich, successful men or women pay escorts. That's nothing new, and they also have freak-offs. But to say that he's forcing her is a straight up lie. That's why 50 Cent is posting like he is, because he knows it's BS. And this all stemmed for Lil Rod's lawsuit, which she was named in that lawsuit, remember? And that's why she got mad and tried to say that 50 Cent abused her, because she got outed by Lil Rod's lawsuit. The speculation around Joy's identity comes after her name surfaced in producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones' lawsuit against Diddy, which accused her of being involved in adult work. At the time, 50 mocked her online. In response, Joy accused 50 of assaulting her and physically abusing her. He denied the claims and filed a defamation lawsuit, which he later dropped after Joy deleted her post. See? He defended his name because he knows she's a straight up liar. And this is the same woman who's saying that Diddy forced her and Diddy abused her. This is the same woman. 50 also moved to gain full custody of their son following the allegations. Earlier this week, 50 referred to Joy as pee-pee mouth. In an Instagram post, reactors to Cameron mentioned her on the podcast. So, well, here come the B. Don't kiss my boy pee-pee mouth, he wrote. Let me say this. This is where we are, people. Where you got women who willingly engage in debauchery because it paid the bills. I thought all these Instagram models were paid and they had all these businesses. Listen up, the majority of these chicks are broke, living either paycheck to paycheck, living off child support, alimony, or they have sugar daddies. Now, you know these heifers also get flew to these different countries. How do y'all think they get these expensive vacations? If she can't pay her own bills, which is why she stayed so long, because if she had her own money, she wouldn't have stayed, right? She could have said no to Diddy, but she got too comfortable being taken care of, which lets me know that, she's willing to do anything that these men want as long as they financially take care of her. That is most of these Instagram models. How y'all think they can afford these trips? They're getting flued out by sugar daddies, men who financially take care of them. They had a term called bless the blesser. These chicks put up posts talking about how blessed they are. But what about the man who's blessing you with the blessing? The man who's flying you to all these different places, these trips are very expensive. These are not cheap trips. Somebody paying for it, and 50 ain't paying for Daphne Joy's trips, which is why she willingly stayed in these freak-offs. And I think Sean Combs should look to get primary custody, because it's very clear that this woman has bad judgment issues. She's willing to sell herself, because that's what she did. She sold herself to be a concubine of Sean Diddy Combs. She was a paid concubine. She was not forced to do anything. These women are for sale. They have a price. $10,000 was her price. And if she's doing it, the majority of these women online are doing it. Why y'all think they so desperate to link up with a rapper or a professional athlete? They all want to be taken care of. They don't have a working bone in their body. They want to be taken care of. They want to be spoiled. And that's why I think in this situation, people want to look for Diddy is just forcing all these women. No, these women willingly did it. They could have all walked away in this situation. But money, when they say money is the root of all evil, they're absolutely right. Money is absolutely the root of all evil. Look at what money makes women do. How it makes them turn into somebody else, or brings out the greed in them, and they're willing to basically be sold to the highest bidder. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.